The next mistake a lot of people make in lead generation is they have content out there, but the content doesn't go anywhere. It's like a pipeline that just goes into nothing. You've got to make sure that all the free information is set up and designed, the follow-up is set up and designed to sell the next step, which is the phone call or the consultation, right? So getting a lead is only the first step to truly succeed. To get new clients, you must sell the appointment. And so all content, whatever it is, must contain strong sales copy that sells booking an appointment. It needs to be clear and it has to be compelling. And here's the key. See what it says there on the screen? There needs to be a clear, compelling benefit for the meeting with you, even if they don't buy. Now, you go knock on doors and you say, we sell IT, we're really good at it, do you want some? And you get told, no thanks, we're fine. If they're in a good mood, you get told worse things if they're not, right? Or most of the time you just get ignored, okay? And this is the challenge I would have for you is, why should they meet with you? If I don't have an inherent known need, if my hair is not on fire right now, maybe I'm a little unhappy with my IT company, maybe I'm like, they're okay, why should I meet with you? What's the benefit? What am I going to learn? What am I going to gain by meeting with you? I'm going to sit in a room with you for 30 minutes while you try and sell me IT services and talk geeky to me? It's not very exciting to me if I'm not actively looking, right? So that's why we do an offer of a free audit or an assessment. If you want to get more appointments, you've got to make the appointment have more value than it's a sales meeting, all right? That's why we don't call it a sales meeting. That's why we call it an audit or an assessment or a level 1 cybersecurity risk assessment, because if it's marketed properly, and that's the key thing, you don't just slap free assessment on your site and they don't all like jump on it, right? You got to sell it properly, but if it's marketed properly, a free assessment is going to have a high perceived value even if the prospect doesn't buy, if it's done right. The other reason we do an audit or an assessment is it transcends immediate need. So unless I'm ready to buy right now, an appointment to get a quote for IT services is a leap too far. Does that make sense to everybody? Right? So you've got people who are not, they're not thrilled. Maybe they're not so unhappy with their IT provider, but they're not thrilled. They're kind of neutral. But like David pointed out, getting people to switch is painful. It's disruptive. It's a lot of work. They don't know what they're looking for. What if you're worse than the guy they have, so the devil you know, right? So you are having to overcome all of that objection, all of that resistance. So by offering an audit or an assessment, you can transcend immediate need. Like, for example, just had my birthday, and very excited because I think it was Midas. Thank you, nice polite golf clap. You know, I'm not dead yet. But Midas, or one of them, sent me a coupon in the mail for my 50th, for a free oil change. Very exciting. This is what you have to look forward to, right? Now, the problem with that is I have to use it in the month of April because that's my birthday month. And I saw it, and I noticed it, and I was like, because anytime, by the way, in direct response marketing, anytime, if you're selling anything, if you can tie it to a birthday, an anniversary, or some key personal thing, response always goes up. Like in the skincare, cosmetic industry, anytime that if they can mail, I'm going to use the term mail, but promote, email, whatever, right? A skincare, anti-aging product, for example, on a milestone birthday, they get double to triple the response. So if they're selling anti-wrinkle cream, if their theory holds true, if they send it to me on my 50th birthday, they're going to get a triple response versus if they send it to me when I'm 48. All right? So it's just something about, so they're marketers, they understand it. They're sending me something for my birthday. I open it, I notice it. I probably do need an oil change, I think, I don't know. But I'm busy, and I got to use it in April, so I don't have an immediate need. So that offer got noticed, got opened, it's got me talking about it. But I'm not going to respond because I don't have immediate need. Does that make sense? So when you come up with a reason for somebody to meet with you, it has to transcend immediate need. And if the only reason they're going to meet with you is to get a quote for IT, they are not going to accept the appointment because they're not there yet. If you can understand this, this is big. Is everyone understanding this? This is the stuff I think is very, very exciting. I mean, Dave stripping I know is very exciting, but to me, this is, right? And the other reason we do an audit or assessment is it allows for diagnostic, consultative selling. It allows you to diagnose and build the need before you prescribe, like Daniel Amen. If I went to his website and he said, hey, opt in for my newsletter so I can sell you supplements. I mean, might get some. I don't think he'd get zero, but nowhere near as much as if he says, take my brain quiz. Let's find out what kind of brain you have, and let's talk about what conditions, life, mood, because apparently I've got a very busy brain, and so I apparently have problems with anxiety. Not really, I don't think so. But anyway, according to him, I do. So here's a supplement that you take at night, and it calms down your adrenals and blah, 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 and calms your mind down, and all. I need that like I need a hemorrhoid. But, I don't want to be calmed down. I'm just very excited all the time, but that's okay with me. But anyway, the point is, it allows him to start to diagnose. Then he's prescribing. Now again, if I go to the website and they got a special today on supplements for people with busy brains, I don't even know if I have a busy brain. I don't know that I even have a problem. So again, by taking the quiz, he can give me a problem and say, here's who you are, and here's what you're probably like, and here's some things that can help you with your mood. Does that make sense? All right, so an assessment is the same thing. When we give you the audit, the assessment, the level 1 cybersecurity risk assessment, the network assessment, whatever you want to call it, that's why we're doing it, and it gives you ammunition to wedge out the incumbent and overcome the we're fine. I want you all to write this down. Your initial assessment, now this is a sales event. Does everyone understand what I'm talking about here? This initial phone call, does everyone understand this is a sales event? If you're getting a prospect on the phone saying yes to the assessment, this is a sales event. Here's what you need to be able to do. Write this down. Prove the need. You need to prove the need, because they don't know they have a problem. They think they're fine, right? And they're not fine.